Hello, welcome back to Breakfast, Lunch, and Dinner Cooking. If you're new to my channel, I've got over 200 videos. And today I'm going to show you how to make a very simple, easy cherry pie. So here we go. I'm going to start out, I'm going to be using Crisco. I usually use lard, but today I'm going to use Crisco. And what I did is I chilled it so that it would be cold. Some of my videos that I did, I used room temperature lard, and I wish I had used it cold because cold makes it a little more flaky. I'm going to use 1 cup of Crisco, 3 cups of flour. I try to buy organic flour. I don't want that glucose, whatever it is, in Roundup. So I'm using this today. And then I'm going to use just a teaspoon of salt. And I'm going to preheat my oven to 425. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, got all this together, I'm going to get my hands in there and let me straighten this out a little bit. Get my hands in there and just make some crust. And today I'm going to do a woven crust. Those are always fun to make. And what you do with this fat, salt, and flour is you just work it in. What you want to do is you want to get it to be little kind of pebbles. If you've watched any of my other pie recipes, be sure and make the lard cold or the shortening cold or the butter cold, whatever you choose to use. But I made some cookies the other day with my granddaughters, and we used this Crisco, and something about this Crisco made them really, really fluffy and nice. So I thought, well, I'm going to try this butter flavored Crisco for this crust, just for the heck of it. Kind of an experiment. But see how nice it just works itself in? Easy peasy. And then what you want to do, so you want to get it so you can tell it's going to stick together like that. This does work in a lot easier than the lard, but the lard is such a good flavor. Oh my gosh. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my filtered water, and I usually just put a little bit in each corner. The reason I use 3 cups of flour is I just want to make sure that I've got enough crust. I don't want to run out of crust. You can always make those. If you've watched any of my videos, I make these little crust things that with cinnamon and sugar on them with the leftover crust, and it's really yummy. Now see how it's just all coming into a ball? That's what you want. Easy peasy. And that butter flavored Crisco really does smell buttery. So I'm going to push all this stuff out of my way. And I'm going to put a little bit of flour on my board here. And I'm going to, well, my counter, my pretty new counter that I just love. And I'm going to break this into 2, but the first half I always make a little bit bigger because that's going to be the one that fills up the pie. So I'm going to just take this, move that out of my way, put a little bit of flour on my rolling pin here. I know I haven't done a video in a while, you guys. I apologize. The thing is with me is I don't live in a community anymore that has a clubhouse. So to make all this food, I used to take it all to the clubhouse. But anyway, I'm going to try to get more videos in for you guys. I'm finally getting settled in Michigan, pure Michigan, and I'm loving it. And it's summertime here, and I really liked the cooler weather. I'm kind of burnt out on hot weather, believe it or not. All right, I think this is about the thickness I want. What you do is just push it into 4 quarters and then put the 1/4 in there, unfold it, and kind of set it in so it's as evenly as you can get it. Okay, and then I'm going to set this off to the side, and I'm going to go ahead and roll my other crust out, but I'm going to set it to the side. And this will be my all my little strips that I'm going to do for the top. And I'll show you how to do a woven top. Nothing to it. And that should be plenty. So I'm going to just, maybe a little bit thinner. There we go. Okay, let's set this off to the side. And I am going to take the same dish or bowl that I had. I'm just going to wipe it out a little bit. It should be fine. And I'm going to take, believe it or not, my daughter, I'm making this for her and her husband's birthday. We're having a whole steak dinner tonight. I can't wait. Believe it or not, I'm using cherry pie filling. It's called extra cherry. So we'll see what we got here. Looks like there's a lot of cherries. And I bought 3 cans because I wanted it to be good and thick for her. And we've got vanilla ice cream, but you know, with this filling, I don't totally trust how it's going to taste. So I am going to, I don't think I'm going to need the 3 cans. So I'm going to taste it. And it tastes pretty good, but I'm going to still add a little bit of vanilla. Just a little bit. And a little bit of cinnamon. A little bit of cinnamon. And believe it or not, just a dash of almond extract. I think that's going to be the little bit of a kicker. And I am going to, it is a little bit tart, so I'm going to add 1/2 cup of sugar to it. So I'm going to mix that around. Yeah, I think 2 cans is going to do it. I'm going to mix that all around. You know what? It looks kind of watery. I think I'm going to add just a little bit of flour too. I don't want it to be a runny pie. I want it to be pie you can cut into it, but you don't want it to be like concrete either. Okay, now I'm going to taste it. That tastes wonderful. So was that easy or what? So I'm going to add this. Sorry. I'm going to add this in. Yeah, my daughter wanted me to use the fresh cherries, but they don't have tart cherries this time of year. And then what I'm going to do, spread that around a little bit. I am going to take my butter. This is a trick to homemade pie too, is to add butter to it. So I'm just going to take and cut some pats of butter, set them around. Butter always makes everything have a great taste. All right, let's see what we got here. That's about 2/3 of a stick. I think that'll be good. Okay, now I'm going to take my crust, put a little bit more flour on my counter here. Look at that beautiful crust. Spread that around a little bit. Then I'm going to take a butter knife and I'm just going to cut strips about 1/2 inch. Put a little flour on that. Maybe 3/4 inch. You want them thick enough that you can handle them and they're not going to break on you. A little more flour. I probably should have been doing this on a board instead of my counter, but I'm not using any rough edge on it, so after you get these cut, then what you want to do, take your longest pieces and bring them over to the pie and just make one crisscross, like so. Then on your next crisscross, you take, let me move this over. Next crisscross, you take and you lay it over. See how this one's under, this one's over. Then you take your next one and you lift this up. No, that's not how you do it. You lift this one up. You want it to be a weave. That's the trick. So then take your next one. Start out with the middle of your rolled pastry, so they're the longer ones. And then you take, you work out to the edges. Then you take another long one and you cover it, lift it. See how that makes a really nice weave? And then this one you lift, bring it in there. Oh, I can smell that almond extract. That smells so good. And you just weave it in, like so. You just make sure that it looks like a woven deal. So I'm lifting this side up. You can kind of spread it out a little bit. And then, let's see, this one will be over. Oh, there's my ovens already. that. And this one I'm going to patch up together. That one should be good. They'll never know. So I'm going to lift this one up. And tuck this one under. And then this one I'm going to put over and then under. Put that little patch there. And I'll put another little piece right here. Let's see. Yeah, going over. We'll never know. So then you want to take your edge and just gently roll it like so. And remember, this is homemade. If it doesn't look perfect, that's what you want. And you don't want to be rough with this crust. You want to be really gentle with it. And just roll it up like so. I've got my oven on 425 for, I think I'm going to bake this for about 40 minutes, but we'll see. You know, basically you want your filling to be bubbling. That's the trick. Once it's bubbling, you know that, and anywhere there's a little bit too much crust, you can move it to the other part. I might move it over here. Actually, I think I'll put that like that. And you just roll it gently. You don't want to squeeze it hard because that makes a tough crust. You want just a gentle, gentle crust. You always want to make sure that it is within the confines of the plate because you don't want, then what you do is you press all the way down against the pie plate to really firm it in. Like so. And it feels good and tender. And then you take your 2 fingers and you just make a nice little fluted edge. 2 fingers and 1 finger. Easy peasy. Pumpkin cheesy. Look at that. Is that easy or what? And for you vegetarians, this Crisco is a vegetable shortening, so it'll work for you. Nice cherry pie. Easy cherry pie. Now look at that. Is that pretty or what? So I will get back with you in about 40 minutes and we'll see what we got. Okay, it's coming out of the oven. You always want to fan the hot air away. And it looks perfect. Look at that beautiful pie. And here, let me give you a closer look. See how it's bubbling out of the crust? That's what you want. Now, if that isn't a pretty pie, so I hope you enjoyed my video. I can get this squared away here. And thank you so much for watching. And remember to always make your fat cold. That makes it flakier. And what else was I going to tell you? Remember to, if you like this video, be sure and push the like button and share it with your friends. That really helps my channel. And remember, there's nothing you can't do if you put your mind to it. Love the Lord with all your heart. Until we meet again. Bye now.